Earlier this year, the American Humane Society announced the top 25 semifinalists in the 15th annual Hero Dog Awards, a nationwide competition to find the country's most courageous canines. And during the Los Angeles wildfires, Rudy, a 6-year-old standard poodle, spent long days at the city's Emergency Operations Center and the LAPD, where he comforted displaced families and the firefighters working on the front lines of this insane disaster. So now Rudy is one of the top 5 dogs in the therapy dog category of this Hero Dog Award. So I am thrilled to be joined by Rudy and his owner, handler, Steve. Good morning, Steve. Thank you so much for joining me.
Good morning, Maddie.
All right. So Rudy has taken a much needed break at your feet. So that's totally fine. But Steve, let's just start. You're in Chatsworth, California, correct?
Yes, the north end of Los Angeles.
I was going to say, so you're really a hop, skip, and a jump from kind of where the fire started, but of course you could probably smell it, smoke, ash, falling everywhere. I lived in Los Angeles for about 8 years, so I kind of know where Chatsworth is. But tell me about your experience, with the wildfires before Rudy went into to do his work.
Okay, so as part of LAPD therapy dogs, we were called out during the emergencies. And so we're about halfway between the Palisades and between Altadena and Pasadena, where the Eaton fire was. So we were visiting both. And we were literally called up. We were up at 4 a.m. to be out there for the first daily briefing. And we would be out there for the daily briefings at each of the command posts, and we were at the emergency operations centers, and we were at the 911 communication centers, and also the emergency evacuation centers. And we were there helping as best we could. So we saw really fire crews from not only Los Angeles City, Los Angeles County, the state of California, which is CAL FIRE, but all over the United States. They came out and just did a fantastic job. These crews came out, they jumped in their fire trucks, they drove sometimes for days to get out here to help us with the fires. And literally crews from as far north as Canada, as far south as Mexico, and they all came out to help us. So we were out there to thank them and to tell them how much Southern California appreciated the effort that they put out for us.
Absolutely. That is just incredible. So can you take me back? How long have you had Rudy? Is it the entire 6 years of his life? Was he adopted? So how long have you had Rudy? And then when did you get Rudy into, this therapy training, being a therapy dog, a certified therapy dog?
So my wife and our old dog, Misha, unfortunately got old and passed away. And I was very brokenhearted about it. And, my wife came up to me a while later and said she had a dream. She dreamed of a black and white puppy. And within a few months, we had Rudy. And when we met him, he was only 4 weeks old. He was the cutest little puffball you ever saw. We just fell in love with him. And I told her, she was pushing me, let's get him. And I said, okay, but I'd like to train him as a therapy dog. I didn't really know what that entailed, but I decided I would find out. So Rudy, from the time I got him, we started working with our grandchildren and working, for young children. And later on, we got certified through, when he was a year old, he was certified through Children's Hospital here in Los Angeles. And we worked there up until COVID. And with COVID, traffic was a mess and parking was a mess, and it was very difficult. So we decided to stay in the Valley, and we worked for Kaiser, and we worked with Northridge Hospital, which is part of Dignity Health, and we work with LAJ Health, and so we work in the hospitals. And I was volunteering also for the police department. So I was a volunteer in bike patrol and car patrol, and I recognized that there was an important need for therapy dog program at LAPD. So I happened to be at a discussion in Elysian Park with the chief of police there. And after he finished speaking and everything, I had a chance to talk to him. And I mentioned to him about, we need a program like this. And he looked at me and he says, funny you should mention that. He says, we just started one. Give me your stuff and I'll have them contact you. And we joined that program. and we go through extensive training. So we're still in training. We do regular training. Today we're really about 40 dogs in various levels of training, and we go out for homicides and suicides and major catastrophes and fires and events that come up where they request us literally from San Diego to north to Santa Barbara. And we work for the police departments and the sheriff's department and the highway patrol and the fire departments, and whoever has a need, they call us and we decide what resources we need to allocate, and we're there and we try to help. And that's what therapy dogs do.
Yeah, I feel like Rudy is a celebrity in his own right. I mean, that is just amazing. And oh, there he is. Rudy, you want to come say hi? You are the celebrity.
You're like to meet Rudy.
Well, I also wanted to ask, once you get Rudy up there, I see that you have a medal. Hi, Rudy, sweet boy. Sure. You've got a medal, it looks like, around your neck. Do you mind telling me a little bit about, that and what that means?
So this is the United States Presidential Gold Medal for Volunteer Service, which is something that we were awarded in 2003 for the service that we do all through the communities. And we work, from the federal government as well. And, they recognized us for that effort, and we appreciate it deeply.
Okay, so what's next for Rudy? Because we know his story is not stopping here. What's next for Rudy?
We're going to continue. We're now senior handlers with LAPD therapy dogs, and the place where we get the training and certification is called Blue Line Dogs L.A., and that's where we train for all these various organizations and law enforcement. And we're going to continue to work with them and continue to train new dogs because, dogs get old or dogs pass away, and we have to have new dogs all the time. So we work with all of them to make sure that they're trained and they're up to speed on the things that they have to do. So sometimes we run into odd circumstances, everything from alarms, sirens, people arguing, things crashing to the floor. And the dogs have to be familiar and comfortable with doing all of that, not to mention going up and down stairs and going in elevators. And, we try to work with the dogs to make sure that they're comfortable with that. We even train them at the police training academies for gunshots so that they're not afraid of gunshots.
Okay, so the most important aspect here is to vote for Rudy. Do you know, what is the best way for our viewers to vote? Because public voting is open until September 15th, and Rudy is competing, for the Hero Award in the therapy dog category. So, Steve, what is the best way for our viewers to vote for Rudy up until that September 15th date?
So you can go on the web, you can go to herodogsaward.org, or you can go directly to the American Humane Society website and look for Hero Dogs. It's the 15th annual Hero Dog Awards. And like you mentioned, under the category of therapy dogs, there are 5 dogs there. Rudy is obviously, my choice. But quite frankly, all the dogs that are there are deserving of recognition and our thanks for the work that they do. But Rudy is a very special dog, and we'd love that all of you could meet him. And please vote for Rudy. Thank you.